A very beautiful morning to viewers all over the world. You're welcome to the program. Once again, it's City Stone and I'm Michael Adekunle. Thank you so much for joining us this Friday morning. Thank God it's Friday. A beautiful Friday morning.
Good
morning to you, TGIF.
Good morning, Mr. Michael, and good morning to our viewers across the globe. We say happy weekend to you all. May God continue to bless you as you continuously be with us on this platform. May God be with you, and as the year is running to an end, our life will not run to an end as well. Thank you very much.
OJ, how you doing?
Mr. Mike, good morning, sir. Global anchorman of Global System. You are most welcome. And I'm global bless all the world. May God bless all of you. I'm wishing you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Our global benefactors, God bless all of you, Mrs. Sina, and all of you. Thank you very much. I'm Mr. Ojolade. Thank God it's Friday. You're most welcome.
Thank God it's Friday, the 4th or the 5th of December 2025. Get to my mic. Welcome to the program again. Good morning to you.
Good morning to all our viewers across the globe. Thanks for joining us this Friday.
All right. Thanks for joining us this Friday. It's a beautiful Friday morning. As it is time today, what do we have? What do we have on papers? We don't have papers here, but we shall be taking some stories from our phones. But before doing that, I need to appreciate the viewers engaging us in the comment section currently. The likes of Udeze Chima, the Chief, good morning. Welcome to the program. And thanks for the support you gave to some of our viewers at the stand a few days ago. We appreciate you. Ibn Kingsley is watching us from Madrid and is here with us this morning at the stand. So good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a Mafidon. Mafidon, good morning. Thank you so much. He says happy weekend to everybody. Happy weekend to you too. All right, the lady is here. Beautiful lady. Gladys Oyaba. Good morning.
Mama.
How are you doing?
Mama, the mama.
We appreciate your presence. Also to Anthony Derechoku, say good morning to you. To Givenchy, Oli, good morning. To Abu Monsaya, Africa, we say good morning to Badishino Bada in Finland. Good morning to you. To Olayinka Ko, say good morning. To Mrs. Tina in California, good morning to you. You're all welcome to the program. All right, we move down to what we have on board about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Allegedly, that's what I'm using, but it's not an alleged report, according to some papers. But I'm using it this way. On 2027 elections, the ADC is asking President Tinubu the reason he distributed Hilux, Hilux vehicles, Omar buses to to party agents or political agents. So we shall look at it this morning. Why you should, it's been distributed nationwide. Why you should step aside, ADC to Tinubu, over distribution of the election cards. The African Democratic Congress, ADC, on Thursday charged President Bola Tinubu to take governance seriously or step aside. Of course, we know what we are passing through currently in the country, insecurity. And to many Nigerians, the 2027 election should not be a priority at this point in time. Let us take seriously the lives of Nigerians. It is not a party thing. It is not a matter of the African Democratic Congress alone. It's about generality of Nigerians. All right, ADC spokesman Balaji Abdullahi made a call in response to what he termed appalling reports that Tinubu distributed fleets of Hilux trucks, Land Cruisers, and Hummer buses to political agents across Nigeria to kickstart his 2027 re-election bid. In a statement he signed, Abdullahi said, coming at a time when Nigeria remains under a declared state of emergency due to the worsening crisis of insecurity. This action confirms that the president's declaration of security emergency, was a mere gimmick to grab newspaper headlines and means nothing to a president whose priority remains his re-election. Wow, I'm sure OJ is ready to dissect this with me. Apart from this story, we have the former UK Prime Minister, in person of Boris Johnson, telling us that Nigeria is perfectly safe for him. Nigeria is a perfect place for him. He said this yesterday in Imo State. All right, Johnson, who delivered the keynote address at the Imo State Economic Summit 2025 in Owerri, said he was not deterred by warnings about Nigeria's security situation before embarking on the trip. Former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson on Thursday declared that he felt perfectly safe during his visit to Nigeria, pushing back against negative reports and global concerns over rising violence in the country. Nigeria is perfectly safe for him. That's what he said. All right, citizens still face kidnapping and deadly attacks almost on a daily basis. Boris Johnson is saying Nigeria is a perfect place for him in terms of safety. Perfectly safe for him. All right, we shall be looking at it this morning. All right, okay. Get Mama, he said he should go to Benue or Borno State, not Imo State. All right, let's have Oji and Femi on board this morning. Welcome, guys.
Good morning. Yes.
Nigeria is a perfectly safe place for me, says Boris Johnson. He's not aware of the daily killings in Nigeria, especially in the north.
Mr. Mike, you see, different people with different position, different stand on issues. President Trump position on his policy has the right to his own view, his own stand. But this is a former prime minister of a world power country, Britain. Former Boris is a former prime minister of one of the world power. Also saying Nigeria is safe for him, and he has come to Nigeria, to Imo State. He's making it. He's not under the press making it. So different people with different perspectives of how or situation of things is. So he has the right to express his own opinion. Have absolute respect to his position. Then President Trump has said, have respect for his own position too on the constitution of Nigeria. So these are two different people, different world personalities, having two different positions on issues in Nigeria. So as far as I'm concerned, I have to respect for each of them. But the reality is that we, the citizens, we have to say how is our position on it. Yes, it's not 100% every of Nigeria that we have insecurity, but they spread around across the country. So if just is saying,
we are having it in the majority of Nigeria.
That I'm saying that it's not 100% location every place
Even
of Nigeria.
Lagos State is safe.
That I'm saying.
Doesn't mean that other places are safe.
That I'm saying that the insecurity is not up, is not being, it's not happening in 100% places in Nigeria. It's happening in places in Nigeria, not 100%. So there are other places where there are people. Okay, Mr. John was saying yesterday that he's from Edoma in Benue State. John, our veteran analyst here, was telling me he's from Edoma in Benue State, and this insecurity has never got into their own land. I said, really? He said it's only in Tiv and Agatu area. These are the places all the insecurity we have in Benue State. So that means Edoma land is perfectly safe. Because telling me yesterday. So yes, it's not 100% places in Nigeria that this thing is happening. But those places that's happening is terrific, it's terrible. So if Imo is one of the places is not happening, and President Boris Johnson is saying it's perfectly safe and Nigeria is perfectly safe as far as it's concerned, so be it for him. He has the right to his own opinion, to express his own position on things, his perspective on things. I won't lord my own on him, you should not lord my own, and I have respect for his position. But what I'm saying is that those places we have it is devastating. It's like where we have those insecurity is horrible. is unimaginable. That's the fact of the matter. Yes, it's not 100% places of Nigeria. But where we are having this security is terrible. It's unimaginable. It's too inhuman. See people killed in millions. I mean, people destroyed.
Thousands.
Yes, thousands. Children, family members, family wipe off. Places sad. People coming to IDP in their own land. So those places has happened. It's terrible. It's horrible. So that's where I want President Tinubu to step up the security measures are put in place to make sure that all the places were recovered from the terrorists and the careful stay war on them. Let him stop politicizing the decision of security, seriousness of taking on security issue. He should stop the politics of saying, if I take this one political move, what political gain will it accrue to me? What political loss will accrue to me? Let's be decisive. If that's what it costs you is the sacrifice, so be it. Tackle these people. You know the people who are responsible for this security. Deal with them. So then you should mobilize with the Nigerians as well.
We don't know
to support him.
We don't know if he was trying to impress the Demo State government. Of course, he was invited by the Demo State government. But is this a diplomatic flattery for his hosts, Femi?
I'm a bit disappointed by Boris Johnson. What is his name?
Boris.
Because somebody like him, why won't he feel protected? Who won't protect Prime Minister of UK? Even if he's a former Prime Minister of UK, of course they will provide you. They will give you. I mean, one of the most. The protection they can provide. They can secure. So what are we talking about here? Yoruba will say ẹni tó kàn ló mọ̀. Even despite as we all of us as we are scared. Some people are still traveling during the night. Ẹni kan ló mọ̀. My brother still, I call one of my brother, where are you? He said, I'm going to Ife, 8 p.m. I said, you want my local? As we are talking now, some people still traveling in the middle. Go to Bega, 7 p.m. You see the people want to vote, they are going to Osun State. Some are going to Hondo.
Some are going to the east.
So they are going to, some people still they see there are still night traveling. As we are talking now. But concerned area, Boris Johnson shouldn't have come out and said this kind of a statement at this moment. I don't know, maybe we want to dose the tone, the tension that we have on ground. We know the flashpoint. We know the area.
We know where it's happening.
We know where it's happening. We know where it's happening. It is not matter. Are we fabricating story? The answer is no. People have been to that place. They have witnessed it. Newspaper carry it. Okay. The recent one that happened in Kwara State. What evidence do you want that people are serving their God in church, inside church? All of a sudden, we saw God, we saw people. Even after they succeeded in kidnapping them, they still carry some of their blood. It's not streaming. They should check it. Are we fabricating it? Is Boris Johnson want to say that what Gumi is saying is true? That people bury empty caskets? This is not kind of a statement we want at this moment.
Will he even travel without any security?
I'm tired though.
Is it possible?
Who will not? Okay, like President Tinubu now say, I feel safe in Nigeria. Why won't you be safe?
Let the president walk on the streets.
Let him walk on the street alone. But he just said, of course, they will protect you. So I see this thing as a statement, or maybe a campaign of calumny against the coming of America. Or you want to, I told you about these UK things. They are complicit in not this thing that we are talking about. I'm telling you, it's just that they don't have choice. That's why they are aligned with America. You know, their father to America, and then when America go, Adamuko I go, they must follow. But I'm telling you that their real intention, they don't want us to see the end of this thing. Who are the people that first of all, hand over Nigeria to the northerners, to the Fulani? They are the one. Some of the problem we are having in this country coming from UK. Some of these, that's why I laughed yesterday when America said, they ban everybody that have anything related to the killing of a Christian or Christian persecution. I said, okay, if there's anything else you can do, you see, if you ban them in UK, in US, they go to UK. Majority of them, they choose UK. Why they don't go to US? If not for official. Why they choose either UK or France? That's where these people go. And if you look at them, you look at these two countries I mentioned, they have affiliate with Islam because of maybe long time colonization of France. So many African countries that are Islam country, they have affiliate with France and they easily get to the France, and the thing is causing trouble for them. Religious intolerance every day, even it's happening in UK, which America will not accept. So you can see the difference how the world play their politics in Africa and most especially in Nigeria. This kind of a statement, I don't expect it to come in out this time around.
All right, yeah, before going to the comment section, we just quickly touch what the African Democratic Congress ADC is said about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. With the look of things, it seems the president has started his 2027 campaign. According to ADC, he has distributed luxury vehicles, for this 2027 campaign.
Video officers,
Now,
food soldiers.
would you say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has prioritized politics over national security?
Mr. Mike, both are important to an equipment power, governance, politicking. Both are, except we want to deceive ourselves. Both are paramount. They are important to a power, a government in power. It is the opposition that think President Tinubu is joking. It is them that is not serious. President Tinubu is telling everybody that I'm dead serious. I'm contesting. He's not leaving any stone unturned. Look at the opposition. Are they organized? It's the opposition that is not serious. The president in power, the power at B, the equipment power is showing everybody that look, I'm serious for next year election. Whether it's next year or 2 years election. And so you can't expect anything less than an equipment power. I told you both are important to them, governance and politicking, because they won't be stupid to say that because we are having governance, we should not close our eyes to politicking. No, both are very, very important. A serious government in power will also set aside part of his time for politicking. That's the reality. Not this government. Who is stupid to just face government and leave politicking? Yeah, then you be put out of office next election. So you prepare both. You divide time for both. So it is the opposition that is still thinking that the government in power are stupid and they are not ready. But it is showing to them that they are really ready for the next election. That their political aspect is also taken care seriously. Ask me now. Tell me opposition. Can you tell me where they are? ADC is making noise. Don't you think power that be want to leave power, want to lose power? They will not. They also give it a price. It's their right to also fight for public office. Don't think that you'll be stupid, they will fold their arm and allow you to come and put their hands off. No, it's their constitutional right to also contest the election. Yes, it's their constitutional right.
Regardless of what is happening in the country.
No, you see.
Regardless of the security.
You see.
Regardless of the destruction of politics in the country.
Whether you like it or not, challenges will always occur in the country. I'm telling you the constitutional right of what they have constitutional right to do. They still have a constitutional right to still aspire for power for the next time, and they are not joking with it. See, man, I don't appeal to sentiment. I don't talk sentimentally. This all those that if you are saying that's just sentiment. The rest is that they have a constitutional right to still aspire for office for the next 4 years.
Does that mean it's not concerned about
it's there? I'm telling you that in spite of the problem you have in the country, insecurity, the choices of this or that,
but that doesn't stop him from contesting.
Yes, it's there the constitutional right power to do that. And so they will not shy away from it. So it is the opposition that must put their own house in order and contest the office within that you go back second time. You have failed the Nigerians. I'm not going to be folding out and expect that to just chicken out. Who will chicken out for you? You ask me to chicken out for my constitutional right.
Yeah, are they folding their hands? Are they folding their hands?
You see the opposition. Yeah. They are not doing anything.
They are not doing anything.
Yes, timing. Forget that.
And ADC is on a rescue mission.
You know it's all about ADC. ADC coalition is so far the so far coalition. It's all about Atiku ambition. Where is PDP now? In disarray. Where is Labour now? Now tell me which opposition party. Only ADC is talking. Atiku is not like Fulani. A lot of things will come to play. Mr. Mike, forget about sentiment. But let's remove serious constitutional rights to aspire for election for the next 4 years. That's what brought President Trump back after he was defeated for the second time. He has still constitutional right to come and aspire for
another 4 years tenure of obviously of US president. I came, I won. So you can't take it away from me. I don't talk about, I don't talk sentiment. Whether there's people in Nigeria or this, yes, there is. All right, Afemi, while the citizen face escalating insecurity, the president is allegedly, let me use it that way, allegedly distributing fleets of Hilux and Land Cruisers.
Well, who will say a dog should not bark?
Oh.
Nobody should say a dog should not bark. Tinubu is a politician.
Oh.
And why should you say it's not politician? It's not politician. It's not doing what he know. That is his hobby. If they ask me what is the Tinubu's hobby, I will say it's politics. Now, this is where I have issue. Those Hilux fleets that is distributing, where the money coming from? Who is bankrolling all this project? Because we have seen it in 2015. One of the biggest problems Jonathan have in this administration was second-term project. It was a white elephant project. Go and look at almost every money they embezzled during Jonathan's regime. It was towards 2015's election. 23 billion saga related to Desiani. It was towards 2023 election. 2 billion naira saga. I mean, related to this late AIT boss. The same thing happened to former NSA, National Security, Dasuki. Go and look at almost all the money that was suffered. The project was towards 2015. And Donata himself now came out, started spending dollar as if dollar was a water carrying thing. I mean, he went to Island Jet, started sharing dollars. I listened to Bola Oba. Bola Oba said, I regret that I don't collect dollar from Jonathan because I was invited. I said, no, I'm not interested in your dollar. When Buhari now rule, he said, oh, I've cheated myself. I should have collected money from Jonathan. Is this because is this why I refuse to collect dollar? All these Yaloda, all these Obas, Jonathan started sharing money to them. And before you cut Jack Robinson, they plunged nation into economic crisis. To the extent that part of it is what we are still battling up to this moment. That's what I'm afraid of about this Tinubu desperation of winning second time. Second time has always been a white elephant project. It has always been a white elephant project. So that's why that's my area of concern. The fund that they are using, and this is just the beginning. But for him not to do politics. And like I said, that's my stand on this ground that both of them go pari passu. You can't shy away. You can't say you hold on to this one tenaciously and you don't look the other side. You have to look the other side. You have to. But my issue is just that know how to balance it. Yes.
Don't let this one affect the other one. Don't let politics affect the governance.
Yes.
Now, as we are talking now, with the step Tinubu is taking, we have not seen the result yet. But as we are talking now, when we talk of security, he's taking step. Whether he's serious about it or not, time will tell. But we cannot say because you have to concentrate on the governance, we will stay away from politics. That means you are not being realistic. Yes. Like Olajide said, opposition also, if you buy 200 buses, if it is 50, you can buy. Go and start now. That's why I'm saying it's not matter of talk. Don't fold your hand. This insecurity self, who knows where it's coming from? Maybe it has been politicians. Maybe they try to increase the volume of insecurity so that there won't be election in 2027. Yes, they can do it. Yes. APC have done it in 2015.
And they can use it as a campaign.
As a campaign. And this one will tell them, I don't send you. Okay, let's begin the fight now. As well. You don't hear when Yoruba say Taban Soko Amario. When you are crying, you will still be able to see. That is my point.
All right, it could be a campaign strategy. That's insecurity. We all moved down to Udeze Chima this morning and was saying, good morning, you're welcome, Udeze Chima. Femi, you made a very big point this morning. An organized and working Nigeria is a very big disadvantage to the United Kingdom, while a non-working Nigeria is a big advantage to the United Kingdom. That's on the issue of Boris Johnson. It goes on. Tinubu distributing vehicles for his re-election is a very big evidence that he doesn't care what's happening in the country. All that matters to him is remaining in power. as a president. That's Udeze Chima.
I agree with you. He has never been care.
Also, he says Boris Johnson has always been a dash man.
Anyway.
All right, the United Kingdom is Nigerians' biggest hurdle.
Yes, I agree with that.
I agree.
On to the next one. Baba Yaga, good morning. You're welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us. Wiki, great one. You're also welcome to the program. Lagos is not safe for you, Michael. He's asking me a question. Is Lagos not safe for you, Michael? Is he gentleman Mike or Adepele Michael? The way they fear when I travel to for all the security. I see they shout that they fear bandit. You are there, very
they don't have respect for anybody. They don't know Adepele Michael. They don't know him. They don't know viewers come. We need to raise money for us. Viewers go pay the other. First of all, check your phone. They go say, how much you for the number? Then I don't come here.
All right, we move that to this Chima again this morning. Was he saying Boris Johnson should walk through the streets of Owerri alone for just 10 minutes.
Imagine.
If he survives it, then we will know that Nigeria is really safe for you.
The man Boris Johnson. Don't mind that one.
You guys can't stop us from visiting Nigeria.
No. I saw
great.
Yes, I saw low. Yes, thank you for that spirit. That's the spirit of Nigeria.
Yes.
And I pray that whenever you come, God will protect you.
After all, you did a Chima visited
I visited Nigeria. Whenever you come, God will protect you.
Yes.
He will guide
And
you
you went back
safely.
safely.
And you will go back safely.
By God's grace.
Somebody said bandits will soon occupy Lagos.
I
I can
reject
see
that.
that in the comment section.
I reject that.
All right, let's move on. The Mumu that just left Nigeria of recent. Dash. All right, Yabaraga says Oyibo man with protection all around him, and you guys are taking him serious. I beg. This is coming from Papa Yaga. What's this Sima up to again? Then I'm looking that is in jail today for doing nothing as a result of the United Kingdom instruction to Nigeria. Wow. Jonathan is a saint compared to these two APC presidents we have had. Okay, Jonathan is a saint compared to these two APC presidents we have had. Femi, I beg.
Let me it's a saint. Compare. When we talk about comparison, but I'm just cite example of how second time has always been a white elephant project in our politics. That's what I'm saying. It's not that we will shy away from the blunder of Jonathan. No. But Jonathan blunder compared to this one, Jonathan is a saint. I agree. But that does not make him an innocent person.
Yes.
All right, Emmanuel Ogudu says bandits will soon occupy Lagos. Michael, are you aware that the bandits said they own Lagos?
No.
I've not heard that. And again, this AI of a team, not spoil things.
I'm telling you, different news.
Yes, I saw a video yesterday. It said, Ibadan people, we are coming. And it's AI. Another one again, Lagos, we are in Lekki and Guinea AI. Is there anything government can do?
People will rise up again. We are getting to a situation whereby people will be rising up on their own and begin to defend their land. They will not be even telling government they're going to do this. They will just be hearing that community people have been rising up and be defending themselves against banditry. And so the government will have no choice than to just align with them. That's where we are going. So when they say they are coming to Lagos, they are going and waiting, they will root them out. I'm telling you, we are getting to that point. If government is to mobilize we the masses to defend ourselves, we will do it on our own. We will be motivated to do it on our own against people because it's our life. And what everything is saying, we will do it. So if they are coming to Lagos, nobody will be afraid. We will challenge them, we will confront them, we will beat them and we will bring them to justice. Yes.
Can you come out to challenge them?
Mr. Mike. It's not an issue of one person. It's the once there's a join others. Mr. Mike, once there's a cohesive will, there will be cohesive way for people to. I'm ready to join people. I've been advocating for this. Mr. Mike, it's just a simple thing of mobilizing, encouraging the people in their individual places to do this. It's not a hard thing to do. It's because millions of Nigerians who have been left idle have not been mobilized to do anything. That's why.
All right.
That is it. Did you see what Peter Mbad did yesterday? You show me what Peter Mbad did. vigilante,
Yes.
forest guard,
Forest guard.
you see with them, oga with modern ammunition.
Yes. Yes.
People will rise up. You see people of Ibadan. Ibadan people created enough.
We saw it.
You see that Ibadan meja. So be careful. They are very, very dangerous people. Secondary school versus secondary school fighting. You cannot handle it. Ibadan has known for their notorious. They don't send you. All these things that is happening at Okego, it's not affect them.
Not in front of
AK-47. They will take them. If they bring AK-47, Ibadan will bring AK-52. This is not the first time. If not for Ibadan, these people will have come. It was people, warrior of Ibadan, that stopped them. Let me tell you, no war. Ibadan has never been conquered. Historically, Mr. Mekan, Ibadan has never been conquered. Historically, no one can enter that Ibadan and come out. I'm telling you, I can bet it. If you enter, you will see it also straight. You will come out. You cannot come out of that place.
Be rising up and
they will consume you.
People will begin to rise up and be defending themselves against me. These people that are very, very few in West Africa.
They will consume you. They are very, very few.
What happened at
Do you hear?
Is it a Baraka?
That is your axis. And it has never affected Ibadan. The day that
But Ibadan is inside Oyo now.
We are talking about city now.
Okay.
Ibadan city. You see, okay, good. We are talking about Ibadan now.
Yes.
Now, Ibadan city, not town.
Okay.
Ibadan city as a whole. Okay, they are very, very notorious and dangerous. Even if Fulani don't come and perpetrate it, Ibadan people are known for their notorious way of life. Forget about Fulani. Ibadan wahala is enough for Ibadan. You know understand what I'm saying? Before Fulani come, Ibadan wahala is enough for people of Ibadan to consume. Let alone you now bring your trouble come. Okay, if like you are talking about Fulani want to go and invade River State. Any Fulani that do mess in River State, okay, they go. People where they confront a soldier, okay, you go look for your head. You no go see am again.
All right, on to the next one again. The comment section. The Chima says, as you grab body like this, if they catch you, Timtayo, that's Michael.
Oh my God,
Billions they go call.
Maybe
Maybe your friend will raise the money.
if it will happen to you, they will not even get it. When you shield your face, wherever you are going, if this family will not see you, you go freely, comfortably.
Unfortunately, they won't sell me how much person works for Nigeria now. That is the problem.
All right, Baba Yaga says, today we hear Kunle reason and tell the truth is when I know AI is powerful.
Let's go up. We will answer him.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate your contribution. Good morning, sir. Oh, yes, how you doing? Welcome. Get into?
Good
Welcome once
morning,
again.
Michael.
The president is allegedly busy distributing fleets of cars, Hilux, Land Cruisers, Hummer bus, and all of that, while citizens are facing escalating security situation or crisis. What is it? What do you have to say about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Madonna said it. The spokesman of ADC, Bolaji Abdullahi.
Normally, that's what we normally see each time election is actually approaching, you know, and it's also a sign that the president is steaming for 2027. If you see those vehicles, you know that it will be distributed nationwide. There's no law. There's nothing wrong with that. He has right to, continue in pursuit of his ambition to be re-elected. But that is okay. While we still pray that normalcy will restore to the country. If it is not 100%, maybe 50% in terms of the security challenges that we have been having. If you look at those buses, you know that they have been branded already. To tell you that APC is not joking.
Where did the money come from?
Money
From
the president has. Boss, do you know how many people Bola Ahmed Tinubu has? This administration has empowered. But they have enough, more than enough. Even I think
countries.
they may not disclose that to you, but there's a way government work.
That's a very government work. They have proxies here and there. You know, but those who they will tell you they can dash you give you a content of 1 trillion and tell you inside that 1 trillion this is what you do when the time comes.
You said it's a legitimate political mobilization.
Of course.
You said he has the right.
Of course, he has. Yeah, of course. So if he's mobilizing himself towards that, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Money? Is it
Bola Tinubu doesn't have money. The people that are working under him doesn't have money. The people that help doesn't have money. But remember, I was in Maza.
first tax hike?
Yes, when SUV he imported was being converted to Bodilon, and I can tell you how many pieces, talkless of buses. I said this is phase 1, phase 2 is coming, phase 3 anywhere anyhow, and what most times when this thing goes it doesn't come back. As long as they are able to drive victory to him. What matter is just for them to remove all those branded stuff, and convert it maybe to their private use and all that. All these things are given to, the grassroots mobilization. So it tells you that Bola Tinubu is steaming for 2027, and for me that is okay. While we are still, because we don't actually know what is going to happen tomorrow, but I can tell you that he's not leaving any stone unturned concerning his re-election plans and all that.
This is coming. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if this is coming from the president, but according to Bolaji Abdullahi, the President Bola Tinubu has started his own 2027 campaign. But if truly this is an allegation, you don't think the president is supposed to address this publicly? Don't you think he should address it publicly?
Well, I think brandishing that number of branded buses at a time like this doesn't show sensitivity on the part of government in terms of the mood of the nation. If you look at the mood of the nation now, we're battling with high-level kidnapping in a manner that we have never seen. I have never seen this level before. I don't know those that were much older than I do. I've never seen this level of kidnappings, banditry that cut across the nation and all of that. So, but much as I agree with the fact that he has every right to pursue his ambition while he's still in power and all of that, I think the mood of the nation should have been allowed to play out in terms of being sensitive with the mood. It's not really a time to start flaunting branded buses the faces of Nigerians while they why some parents are looking for their children that have been kept in the forest for weeks now and all of that. So if you look at the mood of the nation, Apostle Paul says something in 1 Corinthians 6:12. Was talking about. He said, "All things are lawful to me, but not all things are expedient." They are lawful, but it's not necessary. I don't have to do those things, even though I have not committed any sin, I have not committed any crime. If I should do it, but I don't have to. That is restraint. Having a kind of restraint in doing certain things, despite the fact that you have every right to do it. That is a hallmark of a good leader. When you look at the mood, despite the fact that it is your right to do that particular thing, you can still hold back. Let me see how I can push back this level of insecurity a bit. Let me see how I can improve on the economy a bit, so that I can now come to Nigerians and begin to flaunt those things and begin to present my scorecard to Nigerians, that you see how I've been able to address these issues and that issues, and on that basis I'm also seeking for a second time in office and all of that. That's the pattern I think our leaders must be thinking along, not an automatic thing. Despite the fact that it is a right, it shouldn't be that it is an automatic thing that you have an 8 year to be in power. You must justify why you should be re-elected. You must bring your scorecard and show it to Nigerians, and we analyze it. We look at it sectorally, and that is what it is on that you can begin to ask that based on this that I have done, this record, this based on these records, I think I deserve a second term. I think that's the way to go. Okay.
All right, we are still going back to the re-election bid of President Boris. But let's quickly move down to what Boris Johnson said, the UK former Prime Minister. He said he's perfectly safe in Nigeria. He visited him recently, and the Jima said in the comment section that let him walk on the streets of Imo for just 10 minutes. Let's see what happens. Now, is the government using international figures, to mask the severity of security crisis in Nigeria?
Mike, it looks as if it is very possible from what you just said. They can be, masking a lot of things using some influential people around the world. But if you look at the forum of which that statement was made and who that is involved, this is a statement that was credited as spearheaded by the man Bola Tinubu made ambassador, APC ambassador for Renewed Hope. This thing talking about hope on the man, so you can see where the thing is actually coming from. A few days after they said they are doing Imo State Economic Forum, but I know it's an image thing. Let me just put it that way. It's an image. You just want to create an impression. But before you can be able to bring a former British Prime Minister down to Nigeria as somebody, for me, I see Boris Johnson as someone that has some level of reputation to protect. But for him to come down to Nigeria, maybe he has enjoyed himself so much. Nigerians now, you understand? They take him to some kind places, and a lot of things were pushed underground. Well, millions of dollars must have gone underground to come and create an impression that the former colonial master representing here in Nigeria is saying that Nigeria is safe. We don't need to talk much. We know where his state is coming from. They factored him, but it's okay. But if Boris Johnson, which he cannot try anyway, I'm not even saying Imo State, just anywhere in Abuja there, try it for a second and see what will happen. Then you know what Nigeria is like. You understand? But I think what he's trying to say at this point is that he's trying to create a certain impression and paint a certain image. But unfortunately he's not in power. The UK government under Keir Starmer does not align with what Boris Johnson is talking about. They don't, these guys are smart. Hope Uzodinma is smart. There's a reason why Tinubu made him life ambassador, APC life ambassador for Renewed Hope. And this is this is one of it. So if they continue to put that kind of impression, create that kind of impression, maybe to send a certain signal to the international community that yes, it's not as bad as
the way they project it.
But right inside, there's no how a lot of people, everybody will be a victim, but people can be victims, because as you are hitting it one day, for you to cut a tree, you need to be, one day the tree will fall. This insecurity has been going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and most of it, imagine Matthew Kuka coming out to say a few years ago, he said genocide, coming a few years after, when money has gone through, he said there's no genocide. Imagine Femi Fani Kayode is saying something a few years after. Imagine this rain or mockery. So that is how, human beings that are just like that. But not people that stand on their own ideology and convictions. This is who I am, and this is what I represent. And it takes a lot of courage for a man not to be deceived by what goes into his pocket.
Gentlemen, can we use Boris Johnson's experiences in Nigeria judge the reality of ordinary Nigerian safety? Is it possible?
When I read that statement in the papers this morning, I felt I went on YouTube to check if I could see his arrival into the country. I wanted to look at the security apparatus that was detailed to him, but unfortunately I didn't get to see any of the such video. But I know the security that will detail to him must have been massive, even from the airport to wherever he's lodged and all of that, and that should give him concern. Rather than making such statements, you should have given him concern that for me to be having this level of security for my arrival and all of that, then there must be something wrong with the security. So I felt that statement was unnecessary, very unnecessary, very insensitive to what is going on for anybody, including Boris Johnson, to downplay the level of insecurity that we have in the country now. It's a disservice even to our nation. It doesn't do our nation any good at all. That statement should have been avoided. He doesn't have to speak on security issues. It was brought into on an economic forum stuff. It should have limit his conversation along the economic line and leave the security aspect, if not for image laundering, as Oyinze puts it. I also believe that it's part of image laundering of this current administration. Don't forget, even Ban Ki-moon was in that meeting, and I wonder what those kind of people are doing in an economic summit or economic forum. And all of that. So the government of perhaps trying to let people have a sense of the fact that this insecurity is not as serious as people paint it. But the truth is that we are in a very, very difficult time security wise. Nobody, including Boris Johnson, should downplay the security threat that we are having.
All right, if you saw your man Kutumi says this government is not for the people. I swear to God, it is led for all Nigerians if they will still vote these people to power.
Right, I wanted to discuss something that was discussed here last time on this platform. When President Tinubu came up with the idea that he's going to withdraw police from VIPs, okay. And I told you that it cannot work, you cannot try it. Assuming there is no security for this Boris Johnson, maybe would have known. Assuming, how many people has he withdrawn now? None.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm telling you. Maybe you can look at other pastors and say, go to IBB's house and say you are withdrawing policemen there. Go to anybody, top politicians and say you are withdrawing. Bro, you can't just come up and now that politics is coming, you are saying you are withdrawing. It means. The ones who want to withdraw will tell you say they are not going anywhere. But that's a presidential directive. How many people have obeyed it? How many people have one perspective that it is not going to work? There's no how it will work because these guys can hardly move around without security. And you know that some of these governors, the security vote is it can feed a whole nation. So what we are trying to say is at this point in time, this government has been struggling to launder their image very well, and at every point in time, they work worse. They go flat. I don't know. I think people should get to understand at this point in time. And one of the things that makes a government effective, is when you have a good media team, that can advise you on what to say or how to go about it. But what is staring Nigerians on the face makes it very difficult for them to come up, and they don't have the craft to be able to use words that is extremely or to an extent diplomatic, so that people can say, okay, but coming out to your face to tell us there's no genocide. Okay, yes, you are struggling with America, there's no genocide, people are not dying and all that. But this one came again from London and said, Nigeria is safe. Yes, it's part of government, but it's propaganda. But how many Nigerians will agree with Boris Johnson? What I made Tinubu, to an extent, I'm just seeing this government, wobbling from one left and the right without having a proper footage on what they intend doing at this point in time that the whole world is focusing on Nigeria? Well, get some experts, not them at them. These people that they accuse you of so many things a few years ago, and they are the one marketing you. I don't know how they see it. I don't know how President Tinubu think how much these people can actually influence his coming back using all manner of propaganda or whatever, or image laundering or whatever, to push his already damaged reputation. There's something that I learned from Lai Mohammed. I know that yes, you understand, is the use of words. How he continually, play that diplomatic role using, propaganda. But these guys, they don't have that kind of intelligence to project the image of the president. Now that it has become very clearly that he is interested. I know that officially campaign has not actually kicked off. But mobilization is ongoing.
It's ongoing. All right, sir, before I let you go, let us quickly look at what the National Security Advisor, Nouri Badu, and the new Defense Minister, General Musa, said. The National Security Advisor, Nouri Badu, has warned that any individual or group who attempt to exploit communities, spread terror, or undermine national security will face decisive action, promising that the government will defeat the terrorists and restore order in the country. Similarly, the newly sworn-in Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, retired, has assured Nigerians that he will work and do whatever it takes to ensure that Nigeria is secure, promising that within the shortest possible time, Nigerians will see results. Can we get results within the shortest possible time? We've had several promises in the past, this administration and past administrations.
Of course, they are going to give it to Bola Ahmed Tinubu Moto. You understand? It's coming. It comes in phases. So Christopher should also be prepared. I don't know how he intend to do it. Because most of them that are around him, I was trying to find out something. There was a particular senator that insisted, that convinced Bola Ahmed Tinubu to bring him back, and that senator, I don't know whether he's from the north or Kaduna or whatever. And I begin to, he was the one that led him to the Senate, this section he had with the senators there, where he was being asked questions. There was one senator that's sitting down. If you look at that senator very well, I'd like to find out who is that particular person. Then he might not be popular, but the kind of job they do behind you will not be able to. Oh, yes, it is expected he boosts his expectations with that kind of words. Okay, but I can tell you, Mike, it's bigger than that guy. What Musa is talking about. I pray he succeeds. But the security challenges we are facing here currently now comes with ideology. And you know what it means. Basically, is something that is clearly targeting to bring the government down, or to get government to reverse some certain policies, and which government is saying no. It would have been a difference.
I don't know the kind of approach the newly sworn in defense minister will be using that he has not used before when he was when he was the chief of defense staff. Gentlemen, what exactly has changed in strategy under the leadership of the National Security Advisor, that's Nouri Badu, and CDS Musa, that Nigerians will trust?
When he was giving his speech, he talked about the fact that there will be no negotiation with terrorists. I picked that from his statement, which I think he should not try to impress his principal with statements. We are not going to negotiate with terrorists. This shouldn't be just an empty words. It deep rounds. So it goes beyond I'm just saying it. You must look beyond the fact that you just want to say what it takes to make that time and again. If you fail to do the needful, and I think that is what he should concentrate on, and not because he wants his principal to feel good, or he wants the president to feel him and just make a very very reckless statement. You don't so much on ground yet. You are talking about that you will negotiate till tomorrow. You will negotiate. It depends on what you are able to build, what you are able to put on ground, the superiors that you are bringing on board against the terrorists. That is what will determine whether you will negotiate with them or not. So if they pick, God forbid, if they pick any of his children, won't you negotiate? So people should not just come and be giving. Fine, you have to give hope to Nigerians, but then you should concentrate more on the strategy, just as you have said. What are you bringing on board that is new? What are you bringing on board that we have not seen before? He was telling us the cost of drones and all of that, precision drone, about 150 million thereabouts. So what stops the nation from getting it? What is 150 million to Nigeria, to this government, in terms of security? If you prioritize security, the security vote of Mr. President alone, the last time I checked, is over 70 billion annually, and all of that. And all the state governors do take security votes as well. So what is the 150 million to get? Well, if it is needful, if it will give us results, why not? Whatever would make this banditry stop should be engaged. Whatever would make Nigerians to sleep with their two eyes closed must be engaged, and not just mere promises, Michael.
What should Nigerians trust about Musa?
No, I don't have any trust. I don't have all these guys. No, I don't have any. I don't have strategies. We don't need them. We don't need these people. These are not the people who can give us security.
But Musa has promised you.
Of course, he has always promised, but he said we should go and learn how to do karate. Kung fu. I'm looking at it that, from Kaduna, I think that's where he came from, and that appointment is to be seen as protective and political. Are there not better brains within that circle that can actually handle that? Until America said, I don't want to see Motawale there, I don't want to see Badaru there. Then you said, okay, let them go. They are the ones there that are dictating to Mr. President what to do. Well, I am not seeing it. If they refuse to do the needful, the right thing, which they know that it is not money, there's a lot of things. I tell you, for you to conquer this kind of battle, 75% of the victory is achieved invisibly. Because that is where everything happens. But my brother, look at America, look at Israel. I'm talking about people who are facing serious global threats. Look at how they operate. The people who are right there in the office, and those who are at the front, at the forefront, who are in field operations. The people who are in the office are the ones controlling the people who are at the field operations. And any mistake they make in that office determines whether they're going to support there or not. But these guys we're seeing, this Nigeria, no, but DMI, Director of Military Intelligence, NIA, all these guys are just working towards just nothing than to achieve whatever they want to achieve at the end of the day.
All right, the Chima says if they like, they should bring 20 generals, Musa as defense, 20 general Musas as defense minister. Nothing will change. The level of rot in the system has gone to the level of non-return. Honestly, it goes on. All politicians in Nigeria need, what they need is to use one mouth of their salary on people and divide them through ethnic bigotry. Then that's Thank you so much for joining me. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike. Thank you for. It's another Friday. I say good morning to our esteemed viewers globally, and good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning, Mr. Maki Adekule, and good morning, our dear, wherever that you are, remain blessed. Good Lord bless you. Today is Friday. Remain blessed. Thank you.
The newly sworn in defense minister, Musa, has said that we should expect our results in the shortest time. Now, what measurable results are you expecting, Mr. Vincent?
You see, Mike, I want to say one thing here. When you look at what is happening in Nigeria today, I personally, as a person, am not, because it stems from the fact that things are moving at a faster rate to a much deplorable state. And if Musa coming on board, I want to just say, let me see what is going to add. The spark that he didn't have when he was the chief of defense staff. He was coming on board as a minister of defense. I think, he's been taken a notch higher in terms of position. I want to say that Musa, without sounding immodest, has what it takes to some extent. Because he was somebody who saw all the politicking associated with our security architecture, and who even told us as a member of this country that we should go and obtain a skill in martial arts. But coming on board now, I don't know whether he's still going to be on that lane of learning a skill to combat all these infractions that is confronting us as a nation as a result of this the activities of this murderous group. And when you look at him, I believe that he has had a fair share, of all the terrorism in his home state. Because when you look at Nigeria today, Kaduna, Katsina, and Borno, and per section Benue, they've all had their own fair share of this terrorism and culture in all these places. I believe that would have also informed him to step up his game. Because if you say you are a chief of defense staff, maybe because of protocolic constraints in getting some ammunition that would have enabled you to do your work effectively. Because now you are now the minister of defense. I think you are only answerable to the commander-in-chief, which is the president. I think whatever is needed to fight this insurgency might come expressly to you. And I believe that, let me just watch. I wait. I cannot be definitive over his performance now, because it's too early for me to say whether he's going to perform better or not. Let me just wait and see how he goes about doing his job.
Then Jack, should we still believe government assurances when masses are being killed on a daily basis, when kidnappings continue weekly?
Well, what I have to say here, this, the government of Nigeria are not telling the citizens the truth. They are hiding something under. And insecurity is wrapping day by day in Nigeria. Yesterday, what happened in, let me say, at Ihiala, Anambra, is close to Imo. From government house to there, it's not 1 hour journey. A woman that have about 5 children, tell me yesterday, when somebody is close with purpose of Dema, so the man will not say, or purpose of Dema will not say that he had it. This is a great news that came out yesterday. A lot of things are going on, insecurity. But this government are giving us side. They are not, let me say, the government did not love the citizen. If they love the citizen, they will do the needful something. Okay, look at the chief defense staff doing Christopher Musa. You will try him. Now you bring him back. A man said we should go and learn how to fight Kung Fu. Is it what we are going to use to defend ourselves? And he himself know the people that sponsor those terrorists. Can he mention their name? Being the chief the minister for defense, can you mention their name? You know them. If some of the senators say we know where they are, Can Christopher Musa can meet them say, please show us where these people are? Can you do it? It can't. So Nigeria government are fooling themselves, not fooling the citizen. Brother lie. The just lie day by day, and this is going wrong in the country. They say that they love the citizen. They do not love the citizen. I want to protect the citizen. I want to protect the property. They are not protecting anything. They are protecting themselves. So I can protect myself with God. But then, okay, look at ministers, governors. How many police, how many armies surrendered? Let me say local government chairman. Whether you see police that guarding them to protect them, while things are going bad. Things are going bad in Nigeria. We're a good one. I will not say that there's not a good people in the government, but there's good people. But the bad one cannot allow them to do the work because they will expose them. You know that this man is doing something. It can expose us. They just ship him out and carry the evil one. Good. Nigeria is where we are, where I'm watching American movie. The American movie that I'm watching in television is what I am seeing in Nigeria. It's what I'm seeing. I don't think that Nigeria can grow up. With this hand, Nigeria is going down.
All right, Mr. Vincent, we got a report that President Tinubu has started distributing campaign vehicles to political agents. This is what the president should be doing at this
He doesn't really care about how we breathe, how we live. And I think day by day, my submission this is coming to reality. I did equally mention that I'm not a seer. And Mike, let me take you down. Let me just ship in. Let me, it's not even taking you down memory lane. You are quite aware that INEC has not flagged off, has not declared that a campaign should be flagged off by the political parties. A situation where a government that seems to say you oppose the rule of the law is not being seen doing politics, even in the open, without nobody calling them to question. What does it show? Is there going to be a fair play? Because for crying out loud, why would you choose to distribute vehicles all around the when the INEC, the saddle with election in this country has not really given has not even blown the whistle for IT politics to take off. That's number one. And two, he is telling you that his ambition is it ranks paramount than the lives of people that are being called down on a daily basis. That shows the insensitivity of the president to the plight of you and I as a citizen of this country. And it's worrisome. It's only worrisome. It's only disturbing.
Today the chairman says, Mr. Vincent, don't expect much. This is the same Musa that told Nigerians to go and learn martial art to defend themselves on insecurity.
Yes, I said it. He said, because I said, I don't know what he's going to bring on board. Because if somebody that have risen to that echelon of his military career as CDS is telling us that we should resort to self-defense, I think that shows how deplorable our security aspect has become. And coming on board again as a minister of defense, maybe then what he didn't add, that flag he didn't add when he was chief of defense staff, maybe by now he will, maybe he has access to some other things that he was not privy to then. Maybe because I did mention that it's too early for me to decide if he is going to perform or not. I wait to see the steps that he is going to take in this regard.
Yeah, my take there, it is not a new thing to me about the campaign that Ahmed Tinubu have already started. Remember, before he came to 2023, Ahmed Tinubu started from 2021 for campaigning against 2023. And when the INEC having lifted the banner up, now he have already started again. And that means that he needs that power by force. He doesn't want to know whether people are dying or not dying. What he wants there is he has vision 2027. But I thank God, if there's no any other party can challenge, I thank God that ADC have already woke up, and ADC and him, they will battle together. Thank you.
All right, Kule, good morning. Oluwawan, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Michael, good morning to over there. God bless all of you. Yeah, but it's Friday. We are here again. We are very happy because we are getting nearer the days of the reality celebration. The highest celebration on earth. You and I, including and our viewer, Christmas in advance. Bless all of you.
Yeah, good morning, Big Mac, Mike. Thank God for life. It's good to be here again. And to all our viewers that have been with us from the beginning of this platform and up to now, God bless you all. God bless this is Clara. God bless all of Sina, and God bless all of you. And likewise of Odulade, and the likewise of there are a lot of them. Please just pardon me because this brain is not. Babake Odulaja. There are a lot of them. Blessed people. Area of the palace, man.
I go to meet.
There are a lot of wonderful people. How many wonderful people on this platform. God bless all of you. And be with them and be the Messiah.
And the wonderful people are here for you this morning. Again, somebody wrote in the comment section that Kule will be a bad market if bandits kidnap him. Right.
So no ransom.
No ransom.
My brother, I don't bandits no go even mix. I know
Our own place is different from your side.
All right, step aside. That's what the African Democratic Congress is telling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and why as party said this. There are reports that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has started distributing vehicles like Hilux, Land Cruisers for 2027 campaign. Is this what we should be witnessing? Seeing in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu amid this worsening security problems we have been faced with?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mike. What a good question. And I can say wholeheartedly, I'm so shocked now that the agency have been able to refuel the aircraft with gasoline. So that's why you see an article and every final coming up. But I think the advice, they've got no advice to give to Mr. President, and they've got no advice to give to Nigerians entirely, because they were there when all this crisis started. And what did they bring on the table? Because it's a collective thing that is supposed to be, not playing politics with it. Article now that said why is Mr. President Bola should step aside. I don't think he's the one that's supposed to step aside as it is, because he is getting older and older, and his aspiration has not come to pass for a while now. And about the L5, I think they are just a bunch of that don't know where they are going, where the destination is going to. I think the Atiku, El-Rufai, the ADC, with the private jet cannot take Nigeria to our destination in which we want to be. And it's so sad for me, likewise, with the president, what is going on in Nigeria now. And I can say, we were talking behind the scene, we were talking about Musa, that's the chief of defense staff, the defense minister. I think that guy grieved in the first time in which he's supposed to carry out his duty in a Benue. I think there's always a second chance for everyone, every human. There must always be a second chance, and this is just second chance. You don't forget that Christopher Musa was part of the British training. He was trained in Britain, and with the likes of the Harris of this world, that I'm talking of the Queen dynasty. So that was why he was able to bring the Harry Harry and the wife came to Nigeria for charity, and let him now let that one now snowball into the victory for Nigeria against all these bandits. I think he has a lot of strategy he's bringing on the table this time around, and let's give it to him, and let's give him that second chance and see what he will carry out about the combat of the insecurity.
Thank you very much. When you say the president issue, we have let me put it, a lion president, mafianism, operation. You see, they don't really care about who we are. Who are we? If you let me buy the highest sophisticated vehicle to all 36 states for campaign, who is going to vote? See, the situation never warrants your coming back. You see, let people speak for you. Not that you will speak for you. Arrange everybody, or everybody like a friend. How many of the president friends did this believe that they can bring him back to power at the time? You know, they are 100,000, they are not capable, because all of them, their ideology is injustice to Nigeria development. You know what I'm saying? Because let us be frank with ourselves, the president has the capacity. If you say vote, reality vote, I thank God Nigeria have now open eyes to see this man is nowhere to be found. Pass. See, it's that 10 story. Let 3 or 4 come to pass. They will now know that he's capable of doing the situation. He's not capable of handling the situation. They knows that situations are on ground. We are Nigeria. We are not kid. We are not Tata. The president, if a Tata will say, "How is the president?" We say, "He failed," because he have been hearing it. The more you hear it, the more you are more happy with the situation. The ground is not fertile. So no matter what he did, it's Nigeria against him. Nigeria against him. Nigeria is totally, it's unpopular. It's not popular anymore. It's not even popular in the first place. He came at a lion and said, "It is my turn." Can you imagine that statement? That statement is supposed to warrant peaceful environment everywhere in Nigeria. Because you roar, they will run. Now, who run? Who run? Now you want to run away. You are not carrying people, everybody, bad people. All the other people take against you bad. You are not bringing them to the government. Put them for me, they chop money. Okay, if they chop money, make them talk about anything you do.
You're wasting your energy.
I will not waste energy. I tell you, the fact of the God.
The president has millions.
He carry everybody put for inside government. Okay, see that man just finish for the president. 6 months. Can't go chop. After like Dabaru, Port and Wike, and not Dabaru, the assembly, Dabaru, the justice, and not put illegality there, and not 6 months. It's not going to no Karakoto. I pass it again. You see how we run government? Party, fair to constant start to thief money. Now, the thief money pass. How will you carry people have illegality? The chop money over you carry the call. Okay, this one when they compare page you for London, say you carry drug. You carry. See, how about us? You really Nigeria? You carry us along? No! You fail.
You have a
party. You don't know.
You have a party you belong to.
You be party I belong to.
Maybe you say
I belong to Nigeria. I be APC before, but APC fell away. That's how good. You know the brainwash man. I'm telling you to leave that party.
You chop with them.
Chop what you talk. I thought they brainwash Nigeria, and that brainwash is dead. That brainwash don't end. Nigeria go pack that. They go leave office.
My brother. What are the what's it called? What are the other this thing your preference? That if you don't want the APC, which party do you want? At least you have to stay in one place. And you have to move. You have to go along with the party in order for you to engage the party and to let the party know this is your own graveyard system. So which party you belong to?
Did you understand? I belong to the movement of the people of Nigeria.
Movement of the people of
Nigeria. That's why we are opposition. We be PDP. We be all those parties, opposition parties. We want to bring somebody out, and now they are afraid.
Since you have been
we lost.
What have you achieved since you've been moving as
since I've been moving?
Movement of the party of Nigeria.
Don't you see the environment on his face? That the president and his best, they are afraid. They are afraid. They are afraid. They are afraid. Because they are afraid. Okay, the letter is coming. They said, you know, sir, my brother. Did you know that, man? 2 million. Tinubu's 2 million shots. 2 million on grant already. Yeah, where are their name? Ghost. 2 million. Ghost. That ghost. We are reality. We are not ghosts. We are testing them out.
Your high go.
I said we go test you out. You are your palette. In a time of
you did that in his first time. You know, I said,
nah, Nigeria don't wake up. Nigeria don't hungry. Hungry is Nigeria. You never beat Nigeria before. You can't hungry. Kidnapping. Okay, today. Okay, so where is the law that you promised? Say if I came, there will be peace. If I came, soldier will enjoy. If I came, all the everything. If I came, I'm the lion. I want to come. Everybody was afraid. Lion is coming. Now lion came and television out of the forest. Antelope chase lion out of the forest. Antelope chase lion out of the forest. Now it's running around the bush. It now, he fail woefully. How can he do it now? He go Musa come. Soldier go, soldier come. Federal military government. Now they told electric to come there. See what we are facing. We believe. And now we see there is no believing there. So you can't brainwash us anymore. The time has come to an end. What's God must come down. APC is an enemy to the populace of Nigeria. The populace of Nigeria, enemy to humanity. You don't care where he is, you don't care where he lives, all they care. Let us come back to 2027 to come and share the Nigeria money. Nigeria say, no, you can't come anymore. Zero, you can't come. A city governor say, this is not about party. This is not about APC versus PDP or ADC. It's Nigeria against APC.
Which city governor?
Push it out.
Which city governor? City governor. We say a city governor.
You forget when Makinde sent that message. Makinde, PDP. When you say your brother for your brother, you say this is not about party. This is Nigeria against Jagaba and his friends.
Makinde in a political rally.
Which Makinde?
Don't let all these people.
We Nigeria. Makinde. No, they are telling the truth.
Don't get blind.
I'm not that will get blind.
You are getting
I
blind.
see what is happening. The president,
When you are telling me
time
that,
the time is gone.
So what I'm saying now is this Oluwa, it needs more to be enlightened. They need
Can
to
you face what you are here?
what I'm here for now is I want a peace. I want peace in Nigeria, and I want the success of Christopher Musa against all these bandits, and put everything in shape for us to be able to defeat these bandits. I don't want to hear one youth that is enough to feed himself or is enough to create content for Nigeria, a lot of job for Nigeria for himself, and is still crying like a baby here. I'm not there. I'm not for blame game. I'm for the revitalization and the progress of the country, so that we can all have a good way out of this.
How long can you achieve progress when the narrative of the progress says the problem
is how long? It is how long? It is a short time. Only just short time. Only just short time. Only just short time. You say how long? How long? Love your country. I will talk. That one is 6 months. Everything will become. This is what happened. We are still hearing the same story. And you are not going to
at the same time.
Let us be conducive in what we are saying here. And Nigeria and the whole world is watching us. See, he said the truth will set you free. I'm not here to say what don't occupy, what will not happen.
You don't know what you
they occupy millions of Nigerian men of what is happening on daily basis in their country. But Nigeria is diaspora. They care, they feel, they know that the situation is not anything to. Because you are trying to support the injustice of them. There's injustice of them. So don't support.
Can you differentiate?
Can you differentiate? Okay, can you differentiate?
Then you keep quiet.
God bless. Okay. God bless you.
Every time I have strength for all this.
Okay, give me the language of what I've just told you now.
You see the language where we missed it. That they bring all this hatred and hatred for any president that is coming in. Was when you missed it under Jonathan. And I'm telling you, instead of that PDP party that all of you just close your eyes to go and join, that PDP, they did not build humanity. They just giving you money. They are just dishing money out for you. And that is what snowballed into the problem you guys had now. They did not build minds that can create job for Nigerians under the PDP. And they turn you guys to homeless people now. and these are the results we're seeing. And you can see now that
that is the answer you're giving me.
That's the answer I'm giving you.
You are wrong with that answer.
For him to talk.
You wrong for that answer. You said PDP yesterday was making Nigeria to eat, to feed. They never do anything else. But now, what is happening now? I said, compare yesterday and today. Yesterday and today, whose one is manageable in humanity life? Can you see?
You get what I'm saying at all?
See what you are just saying was just out of the game of my question.
They did not build your mind.
They are telling you the differentiation between PDP and APC. You can see the language. How many years, Jonathan? How many years of them? How many years of these people now? Okay, Boris came with a lion that, okay, anybody will fuck up is a criminal. While I start, and then, okay, see what happened after 8 years. To the end, we are not buying our money with our money in the sea of Nigeria. Nigeria has explained that brutality in the heavenly places. Buying money with your money. Other APC. Okay, now the Gabba that comes says he's a lion body now. You will change the narrative. You know, shut up.
What was the slogan?
You are not telling me that.
What was the slogan? What was the slogan? PDP, share the money. PDP, share the money. That now you are sharing when you are sharing all your future.
You don't know
share all your
share that money. Share money. Share the national pay for all
your future.
No. APC carry Nigeria future to backyard. They take Nigeria future to backyard. We are supposed to move forward. Can you imagine? They not stand under Jonathan and say, okay, let's subsidy remove. This president will say, you are a liar, crucify him. How will you say subsidy remove? Crucify him. And they crucify Jonathan. They crucify him. Jagaba, the president now, he said, immobilize. He said, crucify Jonathan because subsidy will not go when we are eating for it at the end. Subsidy did not go. Jonathan will push out. Now he came. The first they say, subsidy gone. Nigeria is gone now. Nigeria is gone.
Share the money.
Subsidy gone. Subsidy gone.
Not suffering like never before. You said subsidy cost it. Okay, where is the subsidy? Zero.
Subsidy gone. Subsidy gone with productivity.
Why don't you
Subsidy gone and it came back with productivity.
Where's the productivity?
Go to your state and see
To my
what your
state.
governor is.
I will go there and watch the whole guys. People are not serious all over the world. Where is subsidy?
As possible. Also to King Gandhi, the Palace of the Palace. I received your message. Thank you so much. All right, to the rest of the viewers in the comment section, we say a big thank you for joining us this weekend. We're back here tomorrow. Yeah, with more interesting stories. I'm Michael Adekole. Please stay safe.